I started learning French when I was a senior in high school. I would walk from Northeast Magnet, which was at that point about 3 blocks away from campus, for an hour a day. I would walk here, and I enrolled in French 111 and 112. I was in French for my entire senior year. My high school didn't offer French, so it was really nice that the university was so close to it and that I could take advantage of the entire breadth of courses that the university had to offer. I've always enjoyed languages. I've always enjoyed the way that it works, the way that the structures evolve naturally, the way that people always sort of approximately understand each other, and it's entirely by an agreement. It's always fascinated me, the structure of language, the function of it, and that's what motivated me to learn French, really. Not because I didn't want to learn Spanish, but because I had already spent some time studying Spanish before. I wanted a new challenge. I wanted to learn some new things. The most exciting part of language learning for me is that first step, that first stage, that first 6 months to a year where you're starting to discover the way that the whole puzzle fits together. And I had done that already in Spanish, so I wanted to tackle a new language and discover that kind of thing for French as well. The reason why I ended up declaring a major in French was that it just clicked. It just really fascinated me. The way that it fits together is very similar to the other Romance languages, but there's also quite a bit of overlap with English in ways that the other Romance languages don't really have. It's tied to the Germanic languages in a little bit of vocabulary and a little bit of structure. The other reason why was that I really found the literature and the culture and the civilization components to my French classes to be really compelling. It wasn't just about memorizing vocabulary and learning the rules of the grammar. It was really about how that lives out in the literature and in the culture, and how that shapes the way that a particular author writes a book, the way that particular classes of people in history have spoken, and what changed in the language at critical points in the history of the culture. And that was what really compelled me as an intellectual journey to go on with French to declare a major. And that was really borne out for me when I went to France through the Orient program. Here I was able to spend 2 months in France for a majority of that studying at a university in Wichita's sister city in France. Getting academic credit for here, but it wasn't just a sort of a fulfilling a degree requirement kind of an experience. It really was an immersion experience, and the kinds of things that we learned, the kinds of sort of side trips that we took as a part of those courses, the kinds of things that those courses focused on, really validated that sort of holistic approach to civilization and culture and history and literature and linguistics all rolled together.